So now, let's say you are in situation like this, or maybe let's say in a situation like this. Uh, so the confusion I think is happening because there are a lot of re-entries. Let's zoom into that. So let's say you are trading this situation, and so for some reason we decided not to choose this entry because yeah, it was really not a very good entry at the given the amount of bearishness we saw. So let's say, well, first of all, we entered. If we entered this trade at 2198 and our risk was this high, potential stop loss was this high, 2%. If we decided that at that point, so this obviously you would provide the signal. If you are at the desk, you would provide this signal, and if this was taken, that's it. You just monitor the trade because it's open. You just keep monitoring it, keep monitoring it, keep monitoring it, like that, until it is ended here. It gets out, it's a losing trade, it doesn't matter. It's not it, related to that. We can lose some on some trades. It doesn't matter. In any case, let's say it was not taken at this point and we chose not to exercise this signal. When the time came, at this point, you would suggest the trade again. You would have that format, you would suggest that trade again, and because it's virtually very low risk. It's at let's say you entered at 22.35 or something. Our risk would be less than 1%. So yeah, that's fine with the strategy. It's very permissible. It doesn't mean we take this trade as well. So we may not choose to take this one as well. So you suggest if you suggest this, and 5 hours 4 hours later if this is happening, and let's say we don't take that one either, it happens, time passes by, and again uh, about like 12 hours later we have this signal again. It's closer to the super trend resistance. So we have, because the signal was given here in that format, it can be resent as a re-entry at this point, again in this point. So these three are one trade. So these three are one trade. You would not be suggesting three trades at this in this cycle. So this is one trade. Only if this was not taken, this is this comes into play. And then again, only if this was not taken, this comes into play. But let's say, yeah. So let's say we don't take either of the three. Yeah, we just move on to the next one. So next one is again breaking down, and if we take it, we close it at this point, we lose, it doesn't matter. uh, but let's say we don't take this signal either. It goes to this bar, which gets close to this super trend resistance. You suggest the trade again in 2 hours. So in you suggest the trade, and if we want to take it, we take it, it doesn't matter. And we close it probably at a loss, it doesn't matter. Again, this is the surveillance part of the role. The You have to surveil the strategy without uh, without bias, without sentiment or things like that. So if the trade would be taken or would not be taken, that is up to for us, and he will make that decision, make that call. But providing that is our responsibility. I wanted to say about that. Anyway, let's yeah, one other thing. Yeah, again, let's say if this trade was taken, let's say we took this at 22.34, and Our loss at was at 20 to 45, 48, which is about $14. And we saw this 2205 flash, so that's almost 20 sorry $30 downside, and we take that profit. At this point we take that profit. We say that this is good enough for now, and for some reason, obviously not the strategy, for some reason uh, we close this trade. Then this comes into play again for re-entry. So if we are active on a trade, this doesn't come into play. And in any scenario that we are not already active in this trade, this comes into play. So it's a pretty simple one. Again, this is goes into like a bearish pattern for a long time, mm, goes into bearishness. Then the Fisher flips at this point, and this is because Fisher was not flipped when the signal came. We wait for that retest, and this retest came, and it was a good opportunity to enter. Then again, yeah, again a like bad trade because of the choppy market. It didn't work, but it doesn't matter when in sending the signals. So you have to send the signals through, even in choppy markets, whatever is happening in the market, whatever the fundamentals, technicals, or sentimental uh, is happening. So it doesn't matter in the strategy. So this is the surveillance part. Again, yeah, we got a signal. Yeah, it goes on for a day, doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work. So all these signals are not causing like losing us more than 1%. So it doesn't matter if even if we took them, and mm, we might not have taken them based on other situation, but but the signals has have to be sent. That's what I was saying earlier. Fisher flipped for briefly like a few hours, and then flipped back up. So that means this becomes active zone, and on the bullish side, we got a signal, sharp downside caught us through. Then yeah, we got this really beautiful rally of the signal generated on Tuesday early morning, and yeah, we are here now. Like I said, the situations like this obviously are this is mentioned here as well. Uh, uh, are very complicated, and you have to, like I said, prepare your notes. You have to keep tabs on different things that are happening in Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's the primary role. And yeah, we will slowly improve the process. Uh, mm, yeah, that's it. I think if there are still some questions, you obviously can ask anytime, and we will go from there. It's a clear and obvious thing. And yeah, I think that's it.